It's showtime. What is up, everybody? It is I, the personified sin of Grand Cross. And today I'll be showing you a team that I've been using for the Red Demon, and I believe they're the best support team if you have these units. And just to show you who I have. So we have Eastin, the blue Eastin, of course, for her for her cards and buffs. Actually, sorry. Let me, I guess I can't really see them here. But we'll get back into it right now. Alright, so we're gonna go into here. Alright, so to show you the cards, of course, with Eastin, one of her main cards is a buff for attack related stats. So it'll increase, by 15% for 2 turns. And, by each rank, it'll go by a higher percentage. And then we have the Halloween version of Elaine as well for her buff, where she increases attack for all allies. So you have Eastin for the boost for attack related stats, and you have on top of that, you have Elaine here increasing your attack even higher, which is pretty good since with going back to Eastin for her passive, which increases the hero's basic stats by 5% for each buff on allies and enemies. So every buff that's on everybody on the team, she'll hit harder. And of course we have Mai here, which I don't have fully super awakened, but of course most of you know that with her passive, that if her skill cards rank up when you merge cards, or as well from her ultimate where it'll increase her skill ranks, she increases her basic stats by 15%. So she adds on buffs onto her. So from her buffs, from Eastin and the buff from Elaine, will increase the attack for every unit, and of course make Eastin a lot stronger. And of course, with my favorite girl here, the other part of her, the blue Jericho, for most of you that don't know, her passive increases the speed attribute allies attack related stat by 10%. So of course I'll probably be showing you how that looks out, but essentially, aside from the attack related stats, the attack boost will be very high since they're all blue units. And of course, with the red demon and being red, essentially helps out, the damage. And of course, say you don't usually have like strong units, this is a way of being a good support to your partner if they have stronger characters than you. So going into hell, just to kind of show you how it plays out and how it looks with this support team. So we're gonna invite anyone, whoever decides to join. Invite our friend list and someone from our knighthood, and see who joins our party. Sorry about that. Alright, still waiting on someone to, join us here. We're gonna keep this going until, someone joins us. Alright, so we finally got someone. As you see here, they're running Goddess Liz, Is this Scenari? Or maybe I'm getting her name wrong. And then Blue Arthur. So they're primarily all attack. And of course, me being all support. But, you know, for this, of course, we're going to have attack food on. So we could be hitting harder. So, see the stats currently right now. 15,000 for Mai, 14,000 for Eastin. So now we're going to check out and see, you know, as we put the buffs on, where it stacks up. Alright, so we got, see, as you see here, we got the buff cards, so we're going to throw those out. You know, allowing them to let them know that these are buff cards, so, you know, they can prepare for the damage, and we just throw out that Eastin card so the merger can happen. And what's good about this, since he has a Goddess Liz, as you know from her shield, makes a barrier equal to 150% of attack for the 1-star. So now with those two buffs, that attack goes higher, so the shield is a lot stronger. So we got a nice merger there with Mai here, which is pretty good. As you notice, he didn't break the shield at all. So then we start attacking. We're gonna throw out this 3-star with Elaine and throw this card out for the extra damage. As you see the damages, you know it's hitting pretty hard. And Elaine for the finish. Boom. See, with those buffs, basically a 2-turn kill there for the first phase of this of the Red Demon. Alright, so let's see what cards we get for the second phase. And see, look, we got a nice rank here, and then we're just gonna stun them with Elaine's ult. I actually like the Halloween version's ult because she freaking pops out with a lollipop. But see here, you just throw out this, we hit with Mai, and then smack into her with the 3-star, smack into him. So let's check out the damage. Boom. Alright, then we got Mai. Of course, I only have her at 2.6, so she's not going to be hitting as hard as I would like. But look at that, 204,000. And then for the finish, boom. Unable to show off that 3-star, but as you see, 2 turns per phase when having the buffs of both Elaine and Eastin here. So of course, there's this. And then throw out this card for the amplified damage. Of course, that attack card is AoE, but it does a nice damage as a single target. Alright, so now. So just to show you on Eastin with this attack boost, we just check it real quick. See, her attack is at 21,000 right now. So we're gonna hit pretty hard with her ult here. So throw those out. So we're gonna check out the damage here. Of course, her ult is AoE, so it's not gonna be hitting that hard as we would like. But bam, look, 131,000. Of course, it being an AoE damage ult. And I think his Arthur should be able to finish it off here. And boom. 343,000. As you saw there, 2 turns basically for the red demon. And of course, you know, they're a pretty good support unit, as you saw with the buffs, and you know how it increases Eastin, so her ult would be hitting harder, or you know, essentially using her attack card would as well hit harder. So check here real quick, see if we have another one. Alright, we don't, but there you have it. Essentially, that's a good support team if you don't have, you know, strong blue units. If you are able to have at least a copy or two of these units, they work pretty well, as you saw there. You know, as long as the person you're playing with has strong attack characters, strong character units, then you would have Eastin and Elaine putting all the buffs for all of them. And then of course Mai with her passive, you know, getting the buffs would increase Eastin's attack, you know. So as you saw, she was at, I think it was 15,000, or she was still at 14,000, but it got up to 21,000 due to the buffs on everybody. So yeah, hopefully you know, you learned a lot from this guide. Hopefully you're able to try out this team and, you know, see how much of an easier breeze you have with the red demon if you're you know, if you're how I say, unable to proceed with like less than a few turns. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, and until next time, Roy is out.